Yo, what's up, everybody? Got a quick update for you. Big things are happening here. Big things. I need a graduation cap. I have graduated from the beginner's boxing class to the intermediate slash advanced. They only have two different levels at the gym I go to, beginner and the other one. So I am now going into the advanced class. So I started, my first class was November of 22. Today's May, whatever, middle of May, something like that. So 6 months of taking classes there. I mostly was going one time a week. There were a couple weekends or weeks when I got two classes in. And then, as you can see, if you follow my channel at all, obviously I do work in my basement too, which is great, but what I need really the most work on, which I'm going to really find out in a minute here, is defense and stuff like that. So the class I'm going into is the final class. There's no other way to advance. I think the only thing that the coach still holds off on is like really hard sparring sessions in the ring. But we will definitely be doing sparring. I don't know if we want to call it light or what. And so in order to do that, boom, I had to get headgear and the groin protector. So I got this one from Tidal. It's the 2.0 version. And this headgear is the headgear that is approved for the amateur USA boxing, and it's also specific to the Masters division. I am 41, and so I'm in the grandpa class. I'm in the Masters class. If I ever were to get far enough that I did a fight, and I'm cool if it's like extra padding or whatever. I'm all good with that. I'm 41. I don't need to be getting concussed a bunch. Just practicing, learning to get better. So it's a big step, in the beginner's class, they do let us do a little bit of like open body shot sparring. So no one's got headgear on, no one's got a groin protector, no one's got nothing. And they do let us do body shot sparring. For the most part, it's light sparring, but it depends on the partner you're with. I'm a buck 92 at the moment. And me and a couple of the other bigger guys that are bigger than me, like probably 230-ish or so, we'll tee off on each other a little bit, so it just depends on the sparring partner you got. You kind of feel each other out. And, if people are good with going harder, then we go harder. Occasionally the coach has been like, yo, tone it down a bit. But I'm assuming now in the second class, he may not say that. I don't know. I am fully expecting to get like teed off on. And my first class is tomorrow. I'm expecting to just get teed off on by these guys. People that are in this class do amateur fights. They do exhibition fights. They do all that stuff. So I'm going to be going up against dudes that are way better than me. Way better than me. I know that. Some of them will come down to the beginner class once in a while on the weekend because they don't offer the more advanced class on the weekend. So I have worked with a couple of these dudes. And it's like, I feel like I'm just useless in there. Like I'm in slow motion. So I'm excited for it. I'm not really that nervous. I've been punched in the face a lot in like different fights. Fights I'm not supposed to get in. I know I have like at least somewhat of a chin. I've never been hit by like a boxer probably, but I have been straight decked by a dude that was about 270 and he threw the first punch and I probably like barely got a block up and he labeled me with it. It didn't even knock me over, didn't knock me out, none of that stuff. So I'm not all that worried about it, but I'm also not dumb and I know that I'm going to get touched up by all these guys that are better than me. I'm more actually, I took a solar plexus shot. I don't know. Some people say the liver comes over here too, but that thing hurt, man. So I'm almost more worried about the body shots than I am the dome shots. I've got the headgear, I got the mouth guard. In my head, it's hard, right? So I don't know. But either way, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to get to the next level. The conditioning is going to be harder. Everything about this thing is going to be harder. We'll see. I'll make a follow-up video to let you guys know how the first class goes. But yeah, I'm excited that I finally got bumped up. I was kind of itching for it. Occasionally, I'd like someone else from the beginner class would get moved up, and I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm as good as that dude or something. So I was just kind of like waiting for my time. And yeah, my time has come. So after the last class, I asked again. I was like, hey man, we talked about this about a month ago. You think I'm about ready for that next class? And then, finally this time he said, yep, you're good to go. Get your headgear and you can go to the second level class. So that's it. I'll keep you guys posted on how my first session goes and how bad these dudes beat up on me. I'm expecting it to be pretty rough, especially my first day. They're all quick. Some of them got 5 years experience, 8 years experience. I mean, I'm going to be getting smoked, man. I'm going to be getting my boots smoked by these guys. Luckily, I'm probably bigger than most of them. And, certainly I will control my power. I'll have to talk to the coach about, like, what's the standard? Are people going 50% or what are they doing? I always figure hit me as hard as you want to get hit, But anyways, yeah, I'll get back to you guys with more information. That's it, though. Big news over here. Big news. Talk to y'all later.